Hi guys, good evening. Welcome to my podcast. Welcome to my first ever episode. This is Leonardo Achilles, and welcome to Late Night Thoughts. I am so excited to start this new venture of, sharing my personal stories, sharing stories of other people, in hopes of inspiring others to be strong, makahanap ng lakas upang mabuhay, char lang, 'di ba? Um, I am here to begin this podcast with a very timely topic, not only personally, but I am launching this episode on an Easter Sunday. So, for the non-religious people, bakit po significant sa akin yung Easter Sunday is because it's start of something new. And Christ rising again is like a symbol of parang hope and new beginnings. So, pinili ko po talagang simulan ang aking podcast to launch my first ever episode on an Easter Sunday. So, ayan. Um, the title of our episode for this evening is Starting Over Again. Oh, hindi po ito yung movie ni ni Tony Gonzaga at ni Piolo. It's about my journey recently, which is, I think, parallel din ito sa buhay ng marami sa atin na maaring I'm speaking to some people who are also like me starting a new venture like this podcast, or makailang beses nang nagsimula sa buhay nila. Mga ilang beses nang nagkaroon ng new beginning sa buhay, no? Makailang beses na sigurong natumba, pero pinipili pa ring bumangon. May mga ganun, oo. Tapos, ako naman, personally, to start over again is reminiscent of my recent battles, especially with my health. And I hope to, somehow share the beauty, to share the lessons, to share to everybody who listens to me right now that there is something good with our adversities, that there is something good with every challenge we are facing. And it's okay. It's always okay to start again. Parang ganun po yung tirada natin, ano. So, sige, wala na patumpik-tumpik pa, no. I would like to begin with what really happened to me recently sa aking medical journey, sa aking health. For those who already know me personally, I'm actually a teacher in a public school in Davao City. And I am also a campus journalism educator. I also coach publications, and I also coach campus journalists in contests, in citywide, in regionals, and actually ngayon pupunta kami ng National Schools Press Conference sa Cebu on July. So we are so very happy about that. Recently po, hindi po ito public knowledge kasi not everybody knew what really happened to me. Hindi po alam to ng karamihan, but you might be wondering what's this bandage doing around my neck, no? So, this is an access port. I think it's a shunt. Ano ho yan? Parang tube or... Basta it's an access shunt where blood goes in and out. Dito po kinoconnect yung dialysis machine. Yes, you've heard it right. I am undergoing dialysis. But praise to Jesus, no? At sana talagang tuloy-tuloy na temporary lang talaga ito. Kasi, parang ang siste is, this is just temporary. I just underwent emergency dialysis because weeks ago, ako po ay nag-seizure bigla sa isang DepEd event somewhere in Caraga. Opo, wala po ako sa Davao, wala po ako sa bahay, wala po ako sa aking place o sa aking workplace. I am somewhere in Caraga, in Cabadbaran to be exact. Bigla po akong nag-seizure. But apparently, I don't have epilepsy. Pero bakit po ako nag-seizure? At bakit po ako naging unconscious for how many days? Apparently, ang taas po pala ng aking creatinine levels. And ito pong aking dialysis is agarang treatment siya to lower my creatinine because umabot na po yata sa 1,200. Something like that. Yung normal is nasa 60 to 100. So, isipin niyo kung gaano siya kataas, no? So, nag-seizure po ang friend niyo. Then, hinabol po ako ng papa ko doon. Na-rescue ako. I would like to thank DepEd Cabadbaran and Bayugan and DepEd Butuan for accommodating and for helping me out. Kahit nga po ngayon, hindi ko na po maalala kung ano pong nangyari. After nung nag-seizure daw po ako, on ngayon nga po, di ko na po maalala kung ano pong yung memories nung nag-seizure ako. All I can remember is, I was having lunch. All of a sudden, yung next na memory na sa akin is, parang pachi-pachi na. Naalala ko yung friend ko, si Dale from Kabadbaran. Friend ko siya sa feast noon. Tapos, nandoon siya, parang he went to me para to help me out. Pero pachi-pachi na lang na remember ko. Then, si Papa, na nakarating na siya doon. Opo, yung parang may inaasikaso niya ako. Pero hindi po ito yung parang buong araw ha, yung na-remember ko. It's, it's bits and pieces. And then, the next thing is, ayun, yung palabas na ako ng Unidav, yung sa hospital po dito sa Davao City. Yun lang po yung klaro sa akin. As to what happened during those days, parang meron pong nawalang 10 days sa life ko na di ko maalala. Opo. And apparently, that shook me. You know? Grabe. Opo. And para po sa mga hindi nakakaalam din po ng aking personal story, aside from, ako po ay, parang ang dami pong alphabet sa akin, no? I'm a man of many alphabets. Hindi naman po siguro lingid sa kaalaman ninyo. Halata naman po siguro that your friend here is an LGBT, no? Opo, parte po ako ng LGBT community. So, yun, first alphabet ko na yun, LGBT. One more alphabet is, sa mga hindi po nakakakilala sa akin ng personal, hindi ko siguro halata. Pero kung makikita niyo po ako sa personal, baka magtaka kayo ba't ganyan ho ako maglakad. Hindi na po masyadong pagewang-gewang, pero not so normal. Opo, hindi ganun ka normal like others yung lakad ko. Iba po yung gait ko minsan. Kasi po, ako po ay PWD. In 2020 ba yung 2021? O, 2020. In 2020, di ko po na makakalimutan. Ako po pala ay, I know, it's not in 2020, 2021. Opo, pati pa naman ako na nakakalimutan ko na yung timeline. In 2021, I actually was diagnosed with diabetes in the most tragic way possible. Na figure out po na meron po akong diabetes because meron po akong wound sa paa na hindi po nag-heal na. And eventually, talaga medyo may need na for debridement. For those who don't know what debridement is the process of cleaning or parang removing dead or rotten tissue. No? So, may mga nabulok na po palang mga tissue sa aking paa. To the point na na-endanger po akong ma-amputate. Diyos ko Lord, simba ko lang. Di ba? Pero buti na lang, imbis buong paa, is yung aking big toe na lang po sa left foot ko ang natanggal. So, imagine. So, hindi na po ako nakaka-relate sa kantang Sampung Mga Daliri, Kamay at Paa. Medyo naiinsulto po ako. Joke lang. Opo, hindi na po nasa naiinsulto, pero parang medyo na-weirdohan na ako pag kinakanta ho yan. Parang, Sampung Mga Daliri, Kamay lang ang usapan. Wala nang paa-paa. Diba? Kasi sa paa po, 9 na lang po sila. And then, sa debridema po kasi, yung aking paa, parang yung paglilinis po ng aking ortho surgeon, because he really tried to save my foot, you know. So, nangyari is, talagang marami siyang natanggal. Ilang months, actually po, ang talagang totoong healing process ng aking paa, it took me almost 2 years na talagang fully healed talaga siya. I had to regrow yung sa Bisaya, we call it lapalapa. Parang I had to grow my soul, yung soul po ng feet ko balik. Kasi marami po talagang maraming parts ng paa ko ang talagang nilinis, tinanggalan ng opo, and then because na siya, it had to grow back, some tissues. Hindi na ganun yung shape niya. Hindi niya na-follow yung talagang shape ng paa ko. Yung original shape ng paa ko. Kasi, di ba tayo po, yung mga paa natin, it grew with us, right? Imagine niyo po yung akin, it had to grow, it had to heal for months, and, sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, almost a year po, and a half yung kanyang total healing process. So, parang it's not the same foot. Ang importante po sa akin na lang talaga yung nakakalakad pa ako. Hindi naman siya ganun ka normal na tingnan. It's not as di siya katulad ng ng normal na paa, pero ang importante po sa akin, functional siya, nakakalakad po ako as in. Yun, grabe. PWD na po ako ha, hindi basta-basta. Tapos, ano pa ba? Ayun. So, why did I start my podcast with my late night thoughts podcast with this story? Actually po, hindi ko po gusto. It's not my purpose. It's not my hindi ko po layunin. It's not my intention to romanticize, our adversities, all the bad things that happen in our lives. Hindi ko na po sinasabing I don't wanna be parang a part of the toxic positivity movement na, oo, kaya yan, oo, parang ganun, parang, I have to be honest, for the past few years po, actually, itong podcast na ito, matagal na po ito nakaplano, ang dami na pong reiterations nito, for those who have been following my social media, alam nyo pong maraming pong naging pangalan ang podcast na ito. Sinubukan ko po kasing maging producer ng isa ng content such as yung podcast na ito, katulad dito, because I've always been itching to tell stories. I would like to believe that it's my God-given purpose, it's my God-given gift to tell stories. Opo, kaya nangangati ko ako, parang di naman ako chismosa, di naman ako marites, pero parang I am really fascinated by stories I see, stories I hear, stories I tend to obtain from just observing people or just observing life in general. Ang dami pa kasing kwento all around us. At sa mga kwentong yan, in those hidden stories, we see or we might discover lessons. We might discover hidden treasures among those stories, no matter how big or no matter how simple they may be. Kahit kwento po ng ordinaryong tao, kahit buhay po ng ordinaryong tao, may kapupulutan po tayong aral. Mahalaga din po yung may mahalaga tayong makukuha from stories of people, stories of communities, stories of everybody. Kahit nga po lugar, kahit nga po bagay, may storya eh. So, I've always been fascinated and I've always been itching to tell stories. Now, I started this podcast with this episode. I've started my podcast with telling you about my personal stories, about my personal challenges. It's because parte din po kasi nung aking podcast journey yung lahat ng mga nangyari sa buhay ko. Kasi po, again, matagal na po itong nakaplano, matagal na po itong naka-lodge sa aking plans, sa aking content creation journey. Matagal na po itong pero I've always felt na parang kulang, sino ba naman ako para magsabi ng kwento? Hindi naman ako si Tony Gonzaga para mag-Tony Talks. Hindi naman ako si Ivana Alaw. Hindi naman ako yung sina Lloyd Cadena. Hindi naman ako sina Will Dasovich. Ako lamang ay si Leonardo Achilles. Ako lamang isang hamak lamang na teacher. You know? And ano po yung magiging weight ng stories ko? 'Di ba? So I've always felt inferior. I've always felt not enough. And I've always felt na yung mga storya ko po or yung kwento ko, buhay ko, or kwento ng mga people around me ay parang hindi naman ganun ka-significant sa tingin ko. Kasi I've always held the belief na kailangan kilala muna talaga para maging significant. Kasi if you happen to know my other background as a campus journalism educator, I am quite aware na yung yung mas magmamatter kasi sa people if somebody who's speaking has authority or has fame or kapag kilala siya. So I've always felt na I'm not enough, parang ganun. But the yearning to tell stories, the yearning to start has always been there. Kung alam niyo lang po, ang dami na pong episodes ang dami na pong first episodes ang na-shoot at na-produce ko. But officially, ito pa lang po yung lalabas. And apparently, it's not as polished as those episodes. Yun po, talagang may script ako. Talagang, ito nga, wala akong script. I only have a flow of my thoughts on my iPad. Yun lang po talaga mahawak ko ngayon because to start over again means to really confront the real purpose of doing this podcast and of, bakit pa ako magko-podcast? Bakit si Leonardo Achilles? I've always wondered ano po yung maa-add kong value sa inyo, ang aking listeners. I don't wanna waste your time. I don't wanna waste your precious moments. At yan po yung una kong late night thoughts. Ang tagal-tagal ko pong makatulog minsan. Iniisip ko po. Kasi yun nga, nangangati ako for podcast. Nangangati akong mag-share ng aking life. Pero, I always catch myself wondering late at night on my bed. Here, on my bed. Nasa bed po ako ngayon wondering, how do I make it happen? What should I tell people? Because I really wanted to produce a podcast. And when I asked God, when I prayed for that, iba din kasi to si God minsan mag-answer ng prayers ba? Parang, kaya pala dapat careful din tayo sa prayer kung pwede dapat specific talaga. Kasi when I ask God, Lord, help me, paano ko po ba or ano po ang gagawin ko sa podcast? What stories should I tell people? At bigla pong sunod-sunod nangyari sa akin yung naputulan ako ng toe, Yung na-hospital po ako recently. Ang dami pong challenges sa life ko. Along the way din po, in the middle of those adversities, may mga ilan-ilan din pong mga problems. Na-test din po ang aking mental health. Grabe yun. I know it's, we are not allowed to diagnose ourselves naman, no? Di ko pwedeng sabing depression yun, pero, um, I know we sometimes recognize, 'di ba, na we are in a depressed state. Yung talagang ang lungkot-lungkot, parang yung minsan may lack of motivation. Tapos ang problem ko pa ha, ang challenge ko pa, I am coaching a group of young individuals, a group of young people, a group of young talented journalists and artists and writers. Kasi po ako po ay isang school paper advisor, so I am holding a group of English and Filipino campus journalists in my school. Nagme-mentor po ako. At bilang teacher po, bilang educator, bilang coach, alam niyo po yung hino-hold natin na parang strength and fortitude na si teacher, si coach, dapat siya ang pinakamatapang, dapat siya ang pinakamatatag sa lahat ng tao para sa team. Kasi kung hindi, saan na lang po maglilin yung mga bata. Kanino sila hihingi or kukuha ng strength if the coach himself or herself is weak. So, alam niyo po yung ganun challenge for me. Yung parang, I am undergoing a lot of adversities, but I have to be strong. And to tell you honestly, there were many times na gustong-gusto ko na pong sumuko. There were many times that it is so tempting to just surrender and, quit. Di naman po ako umabot sa puntong suicidal ha. I love my life. I love life. I love life. Kahit gaano po kahirap yung life, I love to live life. Pero minsan, napaka-tempting na pong, it's tempting to give up your dreams. To resign to the idea of you'll never get what you dream about. Ano po yung parang gusto mo nang sukuan yung life. Parang kung pwede, you just live life. You're just here to earn money, eat, poop, sleep, then do the cycle all over again. Parang ganun na lang minsan yung life. Tapos, basta, sa damin po nangyari sa life ko, yung parang na-test din po yung, kasi kayo ba naman po maputulan ng toe sa paa, mag-change ang shape ng paa. Di ba yung parang, ang pinaka-challenge ko po kasi ngayon, maghanap ng sapatos. Hindi po lahat ng sapatos nagkakasya sa akin. And for a 30-year-old single person like me, nakakalit po siguro lahat ng mga beshies natin. Even the men and women, di ba po, ang saya-saya maghanap, mag-shopping ng sapatos. Kahit class A yan, o kahit yung original, di ba? Yung hirap na pong maghanap kasi sa kalagayan po ng mga paa ko. Tapos, ito pa yung nangyari sa akin na acute kidney injury. Ang dami ko pong times na sinisi ang sarili ko. Sometimes, my dad, kasi wala na pa akong mom eh. Wala na pa si mama, patay na. Way back in 2012, si papa na lang po, tsaka kapatid ko ang kasama ko sa life, dito sa family. Ang hirap-hirap kasi parang, araw-araw mo din naririnig from them na, biniblame ka kasi sa mga choices mo sa life, lifestyle daw, sa kain. Parang, nung tinignan naman ng doctor, there is, din po ang major contribution naman ito sa nangyari sa akin, genetics. So, namana ko po kasi nanay ko po, dialysis din siya when she was still alive. But, praise Jesus, when they check my kidneys, i-imaging naman po ito yung ultrasound. Normal pa po ang size, normal pa, ibig sabihin, nagka-infection lang, nagka-injury lang. So, kaya po dinadialysis ako ngayon just to lower ng madalian, rapidly yung aking creatinine. At kapag nagsistable na or magsistable na siya, kapag low enough na talaga siya, that's the only time po na titigil na po yung aking dialysis. Kukunin na po itong aking shunt and hopefully I'll go back to my normal life na. But apparently, going back to normal does not mean back to normal na din yung kain, parang wala lang nangyari. Dietary changes pa rin po. May mga bawal na, may mga bawal lang ganito, may mga limitations na. Pero apparently, ang importante, okay. It's not permanent. This is just temporary. So, yun na din po pinagpapasalamat ko sa Diyos. So, yun lang po, nadialysis lang. Kasi, need lang talaga siyang, you know, maagapan agad-agad. Kasi po, medyo pataas talaga. At hindi ko na po kakayantahin kung magkano na po ang gastos nito ha, as in. So, sa gastos pa lang, di ba, papaisip, di ba yung pera, isa yan sa mga nakaka-stress sa atin. Isa din po yan sa reason kung bakit hindi ako maka-start ng podcast, hindi ako maka-move on sa pagsisimula ng aking content creation journey, even with my vlogs. So recently lang po ako nag-start na aking vlog. You may check my YouTube channel. You may search Leonardo Achilles on YouTube. Or you may search Achilles Lay with 3 eyes as my handle for my YouTube channel. Kasi yung pangalan po na aking YouTube channel is Leonardo Achilles lang po. I have 3 videos, 3 vlogs po. Apo. Apparently, kakasimula ko pa lang po yan kasi ito po isa din po yung pera. Ito sa mga nangyari sa akin sa health ko. Ayan. Ipong pang-araw-araw na rin natin na gastos, di ba? Bilang isang millennial, bilang isang feeling Gen Z, char lang, isang parang single millennial. 'Di ba meron naman tayong life, 'di ba? So after work, 'di ba, you meet your friends, mga ganyan. May mga binibili-bili tayo, ganyan, 'di ba? So isa din po yung pera yung paghahanap ng pera sa isa sa mga struggles. Kaya ang hirap po minsan mag-start. Kasi of course, we need to prioritize what we need to prioritize muna, 'di ba po? But sa lahat mo na nakwento ko sa inyo about all the adversities, di kulang pa po yun. Opo, marami pa po tayong machichika for this season of late night thoughts. Di ba? Kayo din po ba ibinabagabag tuwing gabi ng, parang minsan nire-replay na lang bago matutulog ka na lang, pipikit ka na lang. Even if sarado na po yung eyes ninyo. Pero pilit po minsan nire-replay ng utak ninyo yung mga problems, yung mga issues nyo. Minsan, kung wala naman kayong parang active na problem as of the meantime, minsan gagawa yung utak nyo ng problem. For example, aatakihin kayo ng mga insecurities nyo bigla in the middle of the night. Yung mga ganyan. Minsan, yung anxieties natin, kung ano yung mga, ano yung mga kakaharapin natin the next day. Alam mo po yung mga ganun ng mga problems. Late night. But then, ako din po, umabot din ako kaya po, yan yung inspiration ng aking podcast. Kasi, umabot po ako sa punto na I ask myself on my bed, I really want to start. Kailang beses na po akong nag-fail, ilang beses na po akong nag-stop, kailang beses po akong nagkaroon ng problems, kailang beses po akong nag-pause ng mga plano, ng mga everything. Kasi ako po, marami akong plano sa life, pero kailangan kong i-pause. Pause, hindi stop. Kasi yung pause po, may desire pa kasi akong ipagpatuloy or I have this desire to continue. Kasi pag stop, ibig sabihin wala na, nag-give up na. Hindi po ako ganun eh. And I want to share that with you. Yung parang, with the spirit of not giving up, yung parang to resist giving up. Opo. Pero, umabot po ako sa punto talaga on my bed, crying. I surrendered to God. Sabi ko, ay Lord, pagod na ako. Sa Bisaya, sabihin ko talaga sa Lord sa Bisaya, Lord, ikapuin ako. In Tagalog, that's, uh, pagod na po ako, parang gano'n. Ayoko na, parang, I surrender. If you really plan, or if this is your will, kung continue to, if will niyo po akong mabuhay pa ako, ganyan, will niyo pong magamit niyo pa yung stories ko to help people, to spread light to this world, you'll make it happen. Oo. So, in-answer ni Lord sa maraming paraan. Minsan, sa totally unexpected pa na mga bagay-bagay. So, apparently, na-push ko po itong simulan talaga itong aking podcast because this is my second or third life na. Nung nag-seizure po ako, um, I was unconscious for how many days? 3, 5 days, parang ganun. 3 to 5 days. And I only became conscious after my first dialysis session. Hindi ko na nga po maalala kung paano ito sinaksak sa akin. Kasi ito po ay shunt na tinutusok, ini-insert sa jugular vein. Diba? One of the largest veins ng ating katawan. Dito banda sa may neck. Oo. So, di ko na nga ito maalala paano to, paano to nalagay. Diba? As in, I was out. Like, totally black out. As in, hindi ko na maalala. And, apparently, sabi ko, hala, love talaga ako ni Lord. Pinuhay pa niya ako. Kasi nag-seizure na po ako tatlong beses. Tapos, pag seizure ko pa, nabagok pa ulo ko, may bukol pa po ito nung nasa ospital pa ako Tapos, ang sakit po ng katawan ko kasi apparently parang nahulog yata ako or something. Natumba or parang ganun. Diba? So, yun po yung parang medyo life and death pala siya. Ganun. Diba? Akala ko po life and death na yung aking paa na muntik na ano. Ito pala yung talagang bonggang-bongga. Sabi ko, hoy, Diyos ko. Pero, instead of being remorseful, instead of being angry to myself, to the situation, alam niyo po, I am just filled with gratitude and gratefulness. Parang, Lord, salamat, minuhay mo pa ako. Kasi gusto ko po talagang mabuhay. Ang dami ko pong plano. Dami ko pa pong mga dreams. And, parang, I just really felt na ang dami pong nagmahal sa akin. Marami pong salamat sa mga nag-help. Party po kayo ng inspirasyon ko bakit sinimulan ko po ang podcast na ito. Kasi, to start over again after many adversities, after failing, after stumbling for how many times. Right now po, this first episode is my way of starting over again. Finally, this is me telling my problems, telling all my adversities na you can't stop me. I am unstoppable. I am starting over again. And it's not wrong, it's not bad to start again. Opo. And I find strength from the idea po na yung lahat po na nangyari sa life ko, lahat po nangyari sa aking adversities, yun pong yung na-PWD ako, yung aking pong realities bilang isang LGBT, yung aking pong mga mental health struggles for the past few months and years, yung aking recent medical emergency, at saka yung mga many facets and experiences ko sa life, whether good or bad, I find strength sa idea po na kaya po siguro, hindi na po siguro kaya nga po talagang binigay sa akin yung experiences na yun. Because I will get something from them. Hindi naman po siguro pera, hindi naman po siguro treasures, but I could use those stories. Me, myself, I could be used by God, to show people that there is always hope. Parang kung may huhugutan po yung ibang tao ng pag-asa at lakas, the stories I could share in this podcast through my vlogs or kahit parang simpleng kwentuhan ko lang with my friends, may makarinig lang po nun, may makaalam lang po nun. Somehow, maybe it could give them an ounce of hope. An, a tiny speck of light. I began to see all of these adversities as point of strength, source of inspiration. Yung parang gifts po ito, meron pong katuturan kung bakit nangyari ito. May purpose, may greater purpose. Para po itong si Loki, parang may glorious purpose kung bakit things had to happen. Ayan. And for those who are listening right now on Spotify or for those who are watching sa YouTube, or sa Facebook, you might also be in the same journey or in the same fork on the road. Parang baka meron din po kayong hinaharap ngayon na challenge, whether you want to pursue something or nahahati kayo whether to pursue it or to stop, or you might be like me, you might be putting things on hold or pinopause for a break yun lang po muna yung mga plano ninyo because things happened. A lot of things happen in your life. I am here to tell you, I'm not telling you this is a sign, but I'm here and I would like to tell you that there's nothing wrong. It's not bad to start. It's not bad to pause. It's not bad to put on hold our dreams for a while. And it's never, 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 never wrong to start over again. Bakit? Kagaya ko, kailangan nyo nang pumunang makahanap muna ng strength. Draw it from every source you might think of, from your friends, from yourself, from God, from your community, from your church mates. Opo, minsan nga po mahirap mag-draw ng strength, no? If yung sa mga taong akala mo sila dapat ang pagkukunan mo, but you can't get any strength from them kasi number one pang sila mismo yung yung basher, sila pa yung nang-put down sa iyo or nagdi-discourage sa inyo. So, what I would like to tell you is find strength from everywhere possible. Ganun po. Kasi starting this podcast, ako po isa din po sa naging isa din sa mga naging major challenges ko. I am a huge introvert. Hindi lang po halata, siguro sa mga nakakakilala sa akin personally, lalo na sa mga friends ko. Alam yung may pagka-introvert ako, lalo na kapag hindi tayo magkakakilala. Pero kung magkakilala na tayo, matagal na tayong friends, talagang lumalabas yung natural kong ingay. 'Di ba? Kasi mahilig po ako makipagkwentuhan, ganyan. Kaya lang po, my natural state as a person is I am a huge introvert. But siguro, dahil na rin sa trabaho, ang hirap po maging introvert tapos teacher ka. 'Di ba? Araw-araw may students, may parents, may stakeholders sa school. So, kailangan mong makihalubilo. So, I consider myself as an extroverted introvert. To tell you honestly, nahihiya po ako mas noong una. In my previous attempts to record podcast episodes, yung mga old podcast ko pong mga attempts, at tagal-tagal ko pong kasi number one challenge ko po is aside pa sa anong po yung sasabihin ko, ang second ko pong problema is hindi po ako sanay na sa camera. I'm a very shy person. Tapos, ano pa ba? Ang challenges ko din po noon, with content creation, with podcast production, Marunong po ako mag-edit, marunong po akong mag-set up ng gamit. Meron po akong gamit. I have a microphone, I have a camera, I have my laptop. Di po issue ang gamit sa akin. Pero ang issue po sa akin was um I am a perfectionist, and yung perfectionism ko po minsan at a fault na siya. I could recall one time yung si Sarah Geronimo, popstar po kasi ako eh. Parang she shared po in one of her interviews na one of her parang challenges as a performer and as a creative, as an artist, is yung kaniyang pagiging perfectionist po. Ako po kasi dati, may mamali lang na grammar, may mamali lang na enunciation. Wala na, scrap na yung buong episode. Yung kada yung mga pauses sa mga ganyan. Pag mahirap siyang i-delete, mahirap siyang i-edit sa post, wala, scrap na. So, minsan, hindi na natural pakinggan yung episode. And I'm so focused with the technicals. May konting lang, wala na. Parang, minsan, ang hirap i-please ng sarili. Diba, parang ganun siya. So, ang hirap din po nun. So, yun yung mga different challenges kung bakit ang hirap po mag-start. But then, I had friends who told me, do not overthink it. Diba? Itin din po yung punto ng podcast na ito eh. Naging resulta din po kasi ito ng ilang gabing pag-overthink. Pati nga po pangalan ng podcast na ito, in-overthink ko pa, ano kaya magandang pangalan? Ang dami-dami iterations din. Asus ko, ang dami-dami talaga. But I ended up with the basic late night thoughts. Kasi pag-uusapan natin dito, usually yun yung mga huling mga iniisip natin kapag gabi. The last final thoughts before we surrender to slumber. Yung mga bumabagabag muna sa mga puso't isipan natin, di ba? Sometimes the harsh realities of life ay doon natin ko-confront yung patulog na tayo. Diba po? So, you might be listening to this podcast ngayon, late night, or baka early morning, or anytime. Diba? So, you know, um, sana, sana, maserve ng first episode yung lesson na napulot ko din sa aking journey ngayon. You know? Kasi sinabihan talaga ako ng mga friends ko, do not overthink it. Just start. Simulan mo lang. And improve 1% every time. Wag na po ako mag-seek na unang episode pa lang, perfect na agad. Parang may big guest na agad. I was told by my I was told by my I was told by my friends po na just start. Simulan mo lang. Wag mo nang i-overthink. Simulan mo lang. Wag mo nang isipin na dapat sa first episode bongga agad, may big guest agad, huge production agad. Ang importante, mag-start, then improve a little bit at a time, 1% at a time. Continuous improvement is better than hoping to start with a perfect beginning. Wala yun po. Tapos may mga nabasa din akong books na yung Atomic Habits, yung pati nga po yung Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, na kahit ano po pala gawin ko, there are things I can control, and there are things that I cannot control. So, kahit ano pong gawin ko, hindi po talaga magiging perfect. Importante po ngayon, simulan. So, ang daming facets of starting over again, no? Aside from rising from our adversities, it's also being courageous, no, to confront our insecurities and to, you know, decide to start. Apo. Kung pagpapalain po ang endeavor na ito ni Lord, kung i-bless po ito ni Lord, sana para, kapulutan din po ito ng strength ng marami. Ang isa din po kasi sa mga end goal ng podcast na ito, hindi lang po this is not for clout po ha, it's not my intention. One of the endeavors of this content creation journey is, naturo po kasi sa amin yan ni Brother Bo Sanchez noon na, for you to bless others, you have to make sure na makabless ka talaga ng others. So that's why you need to search for income streams. Hindi para yumaman ka lang, para matulungan mo din yung iba. 'Di ba? You have to ask for blessings so that you can also bless other people. Parang ganun po yung natutunan ko eh. So, soon po, if this will be monetized, puhon, di ba? Sana pagpalain ni Lord ito. Kung mamonetize na po ito, hopefully soon, kung meron po mga sponsors soon ang ating podcast, my team and I are exploring ways of building a subscription model for this for this endeavor, for this project. Opo. But I want this to be free pa rin po. Pero kung sa may mga extra, may mga heart to help, a part of the intention of producing content, yung aking vlogs, yung aking podcast, yung aking content creation journey. Isa po sa inspiration niyan ay gusto ko pong makatulong sa mga estudyanteng nahihirapang mag-aral. I hope po na pagpalain po ang channel na ito, ang podcast na ito, yung aking vlogging channel, yung aking content creation journey. Hindi po para yumaman lang po. Of course, sino naman pong ayaw pong mag-live comfortably na financially. Pero isa po talaga sa major inspiration ko kung bakit pinupush ko po ito. Sana magkaroon talaga ng sponsors na monetize ito because I really want to send deserving students to school. Kasi marami po sa public school natin ngayon yung hindi na po nag-aaral ng college, hindi papatuloy ng college kasi um, for the lack of opportunities, for lack of financial support. Tsaka na-inspire po ako ng aking iniidolong journalist, documentarista na si Ma'am Cara David. Kasi meron po silang Project Malasakit. Parang a part of her advocacy is may mga scholars po sila. And I want to have the same po. Kasi ako bilang pong educator po ako sa DepEd, I have students po na gusto ko pong tulungan. At ang hirap pong tulungan ng mga students kapag wala po tayong enough na pangtulong. Kung tayo din po ay alagain, kung tayo po mismo ay nangangailangan din. So, ang hirap po ng parang tulungan sila kung wala rin po tayong kakayahan para tumulong. So, bilang millennial, napag-isip-isip ko po na gamitin ko po yung mga skills ko, gamitin ko po itong opportunities ko, gamitin ko po at itong aking gift of creative storytelling para, masimulan yung journey din ng pagtulong sa mga kabataan, pagtulong sa mga well-deserving natin ng mga kabataan na makapag-aral. At kumbaga, yun din po punot dulo ng first episode natin for them to start over again para mabigyan din po natin sila ng chance to start, chance to begin. Iniwala po kasi ako ang education po ay napaka-powerful na weapon, naka-powerful na enabler to help communities, to help an individual change his or her life. So, ako rin po, nagbago din po ang life ko simula nung, kasi hindi naman po kami mayaman, pero nabigyan po ako ng pagkakataon na maging scholar when I was still in college. At dahil po doon sa opportunity na yun, I was able to turn my life around. So, aside po sa pag-give back, parang, kumbaga, gusto ko rin po na magkaroon po ng more opportunities yung ating mga kabataan. Opo, kasi although ang dami pong mga nasasabing bad things about Generation Z, sa Gen Z, sa pati na po yung pausbong na Generation Alpha. Pero kulang na po kasi talaga sa love at pag-iintindi yung ating mga kabataan. Parang, ayun. So, if we will let love circulate around at love lang po yung ating ipa if we will just let love reign over everything, yung manaig sa buong sitwasyon na ito, alam ko pong mabibigyan po talaga ng chance yung ating mga young people to show and to unleash their potentials po. So, yun, a part of this podcast, a part of the dream of this podcast is to help others start as well their dreams. Opo. So, ayun. I guess I will keep the other details, my other stories for our future episode. So for our first season, we will try to have 3 episodes per week. So Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday po para naman marami po tayong mapagkwekwentuhan. Opo. So I would like to thank all of you who are with me in this first episode. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting our first episode. I know the production is a little imperfect. Hindi talaga a little siguro. Baka sa iba, this preparation, this production is underwhelming. I'll try my best to edit this episode in the best way possible. But one thing is for sure, the intention, the creative intention of this podcast, pati po yung dreams na nag-fuel ng podcast na ito ay napaka-importante po or napaka halaga po because hindi lang po ito for me but this is also soon makakatulong po ito sa mga ibang kabataan, so but at the same time, sana po natulungan din po kayo ng podcast na ito. Maybe naghahanap po kayo ng sign, naghahanap po kayo ng source of strength. Kung hindi po yun mahanap sa family niyo or sa community niyo, sana itong podcast na ito ay nakapagbigay po sa inyo kahit konting lakas man lang, kahit konting push man lang. Because ang sarap pong mabuhay, ang sarap pong mangarap, ang sarap pong mangarap, ang sarap magmahal. So, I hope po yung late night thoughts niyo soon will be filled by love and light. Your late night thoughts won't be spent for overthinking lang. But I hope your late night thoughts soon will be filled of gratitude and hope. Opo. So, thanks for listening to my podcast. See you in the next one. See you in the second episode coming out this Wednesday. So, catch Late Night Thoughts, the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and on my YouTube channel, Leonardo Achilles. Please follow my social media po, all at Achilles Lay. Achilles with 3 I's. Achilles, Leii. So, ayan po. For updates of this podcast or about this podcast or for my latest releases po. So, everyone, thank you so much and may God bless you all. Bye!